Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. That's right guys, and today we're going to talk about some film noir. A couple of these are, is it film noir or is it not film noir? Sometimes I'll run into that dilemma where, you watch it and it's either been called a film noir or it's been hinted at being a film noir, and it's really not. It's just a drama. But I have a couple of movies that fall into that category. So I'm going to ask that question, and you guys can answer me in the comments and see what you think, if you're familiar with these movies and stuff. But let's get right to the recommendations. This is a movie from 1952. This is a Warner Brothers DVD release. I don't believe it's on Blu-ray. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But anyways, it's Otto Preminger's Angel Face. Really good movie, starring Robert Mitchum and Gene Simmons. Not the bass player from Kiss, but Gene Simmons, the actress. Really good movie. It has a crazy bonkers ending that you have to watch this movie to see. No spoilers. I'm not going to, that's the thing with this movie. It's like I don't want to give too much away because I want you to see it. But basically, Gene Simmons is a kind of a spoiled rich girl. She's got some trauma. She's got something going on, and she's not right. She's different. Robert Mitchum, meets her, finds this out, but somehow or another he gets tangled up in her, and he can't break free from her, which will lead to his downfall eventually, which you really have to check it out and find that out, because I really don't want to give a spoiler away on it. But like I said, directed by Otto Preminger, released through RKO. Howard Hughes was a producer on this, because I think he was the president of RKO at that time. But yeah, it's got a great cast. Mona Freeman, Herbert Marshall, Leon Ames, Barbara O'Neill. Screenplay by Frank Nugent. And it's got a commentary by film noir historian Eddie Moeller. So yeah, it's a great release. But that's about it. It doesn't have any extras on it and stuff. But yeah, great movie. I don't want to tell you much about it. I want you to all to see this and find out. But it definitely has a bonkers ending on it, that's for sure. Next up, this isn't a new movie, but this is a movie that I pulled out to watch because it's such a great movie. I hadn't seen it for some time. Recently, I had I was watching Eddie Moeller's. He's got a YouTube channel where he talks and they answer questions from people, and he's got a co-host and everything. And I recently submitted a question about the Prowler, and I guess it's the way I should have rephrased it or rewrote it or something, but it wasn't really. It didn't perceive what I was asking. I don't know. I kind of messed that up. Should have thought it. I didn't think I was going to get picked. But I was talking about the Prowler, which this is a release. Let me just go through the Prowler for a minute, and I'll tell you the story. But yeah, this is a movie directed by Joseph Losey, written by Dalton Trumbo. At the time, he was blacklisted, so he's credited as Hugo Butler. It's produced by Sam Spiegel and John Huston, of all people. It was independently made. It was released through United Artists at the time, through Eagle Productions, Horizon Pictures. So it was kind of basically kind of in the public domain, sort of. It didn't really belong to any of the studios per se, because United Artists kind of changed over the years. They had different incarnations of United Artists and stuff, but yeah, it kind of slipped out, and it was stuff. So. The Film Noir Foundation and UCLA got a hold of a copy, and they restored it and did some stuff and released it. It was actually the first release of the Film Noir Foundation, Eddie Moeller's, his project of restoring these movies, along with some other people. And it was the first release that came out. premiered at a theater, and they put it out on video and everything. And I mean, it's a really good movie. It stars Van Heflin and Evelyn Keyes. Great little cast in it, really good. I mean, it's creepy. I mean, Van Heflin plays kind of a creep. Let's say that. But anyways, back to that question thing. I basically asked, hey Eddie, why isn't the Prowler more well known as, say, the Maltese Falcon or something that's more famous in the film noir area and stuff? And why isn't it seen as much and stuff? And basically he was kind of like, I don't know if he was irritated when he said it, but he was just like, well, Mike, actually the Prowler was the first movie that we got and restored, and we put it out, and it was very successful, and it came out on video and Blu-ray and DVD, and it was very popular and very successful, and and but basically he was saying, in his opinion, it is well known, and it is. If you're a fan of film noir, you know the Prowler. But see, I guess the question I was asking was just it got all kind of mixed up and stuff. It kind of lost in translation, I guess, because I was just meaning, why isn't the Prowler more well known as, say, the Maltese Falcon, or Fallen Angel, or Angel Face, or something like that, that's like well known as a film noir. But see, the Prowler was kind of obscure for so long. Fans of film noir, of course, they know what it is and they love it and everything. But I guess I meant more in the mainstream. You know what I mean? Like your grandma might know what it is or something. Because she's never, you know what I mean. But yeah, the Prowler, really good movie. This was released through VCI, which has since gone out of print. It was on Blu-ray too through VCI, which is out of print. And this copy goes for a lot of money actually now on eBay. I got this about 6 or 7 years ago, and I got it off eBay, and I bid on it, and even at the time it was really kind of up there in price. So I think it fluctuates, but yeah, it's pretty. You won't find it cheap, that's for sure. But yeah, I got a copy of it, and at the time I didn't realize it was on Blu-ray either, which you don't see as many copies on Blu-ray, but it's on there. But yeah, I highly recommend The Prowler. I mean, it is a film noir classic. Period. Great movie, The Prowler. So yeah, so Eddie Moeller, if you ever watch this and you happen to see this, I do apologize. My question just kind of got lost in translation. I guess I was meaning, why isn't it more mainstream known? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's definitely not that well known. I mean, my dad watches a lot of film noir, and if I said something about The Prowler, he wouldn't even know what I was talking about. Anyways, so next up, this is the movie that I was talking about. Is it film noir, or is it not film noir? This is also directed by Otto Preminger. This is a movie called Daisy Kenyon. It stars Joan Crawford, Dana Andrews, and Henry Fonda. This is through Kino. It's got a lot of extras on here. It's got an audio commentary by Foster Hirsch. It's got a documentary on Otto Preminger at 20th Century Fox. Life in the Shadows, the making of Daisy Kenyon. But yeah, a film noir historian, does the commentary on it. But watching it, it just, to me, it wasn't I mean, if it is actual film noir, if you had to put a category on it, which, it doesn't matter at the end of the day what it is. It's either you enjoy the movie or you don't. But I guess on the surface, watching it, it doesn't have the typical tropes of a film noir. Because let me read the story to you. Joan Crawford, Dana Andrews, and Henry Fonda delivered dazzling performances in this highly polished and slick love triangle directed by Otto Preminger. Daisy Kenyon is a lovelorn commercial artist caught in a romantic triangle with two men, one she loves but cannot have, and one whose love she cannot return. While in an emotionally draining love affair with married attorney Dana Andrews, who refuses to leave his wife, she meets returning Army Sergeant Henry Fonda, a decent and gentle man who instantly falls in love with her. And although she carries a torch for Dan, she knows Peter will give her the secure life she desires, and she agrees to marry him. But when Dan divorces his wife, Daisy is suddenly torn between her obligations and her passions. It says, featuring stunning black and white cinematography by legendary award-winning cinematography Leon Shamroy. And that's true. He did Leave Her to Heaven and Cleopatra and stuff like that. So yeah, on the surface, I mean, what I just read, I mean, does that sound like a film noir? I mean, it's more of a love triangle. It's more of a drama, because nobody gets murdered, nobody gets set up, nobody gets, nobody robs a bank, nobody's a detective. The typical tropes of a film noir. So I don't know. You let me know in the comments what your opinion on, is that film noir or not film noir. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's still a good movie. Good performances by the three leads. But yeah, check it out. Daisy Kenyon. And finally, guys, another case of is it or is it not? Film noir. 1950, winner of the best picture that year. This is Joseph L. Mankiewicz's All About Eve. Great movie. The goings on in a theater, the theater community, between a couple actors and their spouses, and a newspaper columnist who's kind of his reviews make or break people's careers and productions of plays and everything. So he's involved in it. It's got some good co-stars. It's got a small part by Marilyn Monroe is in this. But yeah, great picture, great movie. I mean, the performance of Anne Baxter is phenomenal. I mean, just really good. Bette Davis, George Sanders, Celeste Holm, Gary Merrill, Hugh Marlowe, Thelma Ritter is in this, and her and Marilyn Monroe would team up again in Marilyn Monroe's last movie, The Misfits. Thelma Ritter, that is. But let me read a little bit about this. From the moment she glimpses her idol on Broadway, Eve Harrington, played by Anne Baxter, strives to upstage Margot Channing, played by Bette Davis. After cunningly stealing Margot's role, Eve disrupts the lives of anyone close to the actress in this timeless cinematic masterpiece that earned a record 14 Oscar nominations, and the winner of 6, including Best Picture, I think director, and script, and all that and stuff. It's got a bunch of special features on this, which is it's almost a rival to the Criterion Blu-ray of the same movie. That's got a lot of stuff on there. So it's got a couple things different on the Criterion Blu-ray compared to this. This is really cool, and the reason I got this was Amazon was running like a one of those deals, it's like $4.99 today only kind of thing, and it was like $5.99, brand new, free shipping. It's a digibook, which I thought was interesting. And I had never seen the movie before. I honestly, I've heard about it. I know this is the movie Bette Davis says, buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy night, famously said from the movie and everything. But I had never seen it, so I checked it out. It's really good. I mean, maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Maybe it's not film noir at all, and I'm crazy for even including this in this. But Anne Baxter's role is like super film noir. She's like this backstabbing, lying, conniving, just like the description says. I mean, she does everything to upstage and basically destroy Bette Davis's life and career, either trying to sleep with her boyfriend or fiance or what. but she is a despicable person in this movie. I mean, it's a tour de force performance by Ann Baxter. She may have won a Best Supporting Actress in it. I'm not really sure. I have to look that up, but really good. But her performance belongs in a film noir almost. So that's why I kind of think, well, maybe not. So let me know. What do you think? All About Eve, is it film noir light, or not at all? Let me know. All About Eve, definitely a movie to see. Great behind the scenes theater type movie. You know, it takes place on Broadway in New York and not in Hollywood. But yeah, really good. Really good. Strong drama. Joseph Mankiewicz, great job. I mean, that's why he's a legend. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's just a few film noirs in my continuing series of showing you guys film noir from my collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, comments. Let me know what you think about those. If I had to recommend one movie for sure to see out of these four, it would be The Prowler. Definitely find a copy of The Prowler, or at least try to see it streaming or something if you can. So definitely get The Prowler. Definitely, this is Film Noir 101 classic champion of The Prowler. So try to find that, guys. And that's about it. So let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this episode. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And that's about it, guys. So I'm gonna go check out some movies. And until next time, guys, I'm Mike. Be safe out there. Adios.